so let's get started here with Media Day in Baltimore as we welcome in the commissioner of the CAA, now in his 31st year, Tom Yeager. Great to see you.
Good seeing you, Mike. It's great to be here.
How you doing? All right. How's the summer so far?
There's been summer.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It's pretty much over when Media Day started and camps open next week. It's pretty well about done.
Well, and I know you don't like to make a big deal about this, but we certainly will, and it's for good reason. Now in your 31st year, this, as you announced this past summer, this will be your final year as commissioner, 9th year with football, and I just want to say congratulations, really on behalf of everyone in the league, whether it's the coaches, the players, the media. We're certainly going to miss you, and I know this is going to be a special year for you going through the league here again. Yeah,
it really is. Talk to some of the players and say, I'm a senior with you guys, and looking forward to, finishing up strong and having another great year, and we'll worry about the other stuff later.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's talk what we saw last year. I mean, 4 teams make the playoffs. New Hampshire so close to getting there into that championship game. What a great run it's been, and it seems like every year there's always teams challenging and vying for national championships, which have been won in the past. So it's so exciting moving into each season knowing that you're going to have that.
Yeah, we were, we've had 24 years consecutive years with multiple teams in, and we're talking 4 and 5 usually, in the playoffs. And, we hope that, December is a very busy time, for us. And we like to think that who's ever fortunate enough to win the national title has to go through the CAA at some point. And, so we look forward to another competitive season being a factor nationally also.
Think about some of the awards that were won last year. We're talking the national awards, like the best awards in the country. The Eddie Robinson Award going to New Hampshire's head coach Sean McDonald. The Walter Payton Award to John Robertson, the quarterback for Villanova. Right. I mean, that's pretty special to have one, to have 2, garner those awards from last year.
Well, it really is. Don Cherry was second in the Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah, it's a real testament, and I think, one of the things that I think the standard's been, if we don't end up in Frisco or something, I feel like it's a disappointing year. And then when you start looking at some of those things where, we had the #1 overall seed in the championship, we had the Coach of the Year, the Player of the Year, the runner-up for the Defensive Player of the Year. We're new television networks, our digital network. It was a pretty good year, and it just kind of shows you the level of achievement that these teams have been able to compile over the last couple of years.
We were talking earlier about kind of the playoff structure and the way that, it works so well, in FCS football. I mean, the 24 teams, it's anybody's chance to win. The FBS wish they had the same situation. And then you think about not only in terms of the playoff format, but the players that move on to go to the NFL that succeed and are stars in the NFL from not only this in FCS football, but from the CAA. I mean, we can name them, and we know them. There's right here in Baltimore, of course, with Joe Flacco and Gino Gradkowski, and now even Nick Boyle from Delaware that are here at the Ravens alone.
Right, yeah, we have very proud of the fact that we have 42 players on NFL rosters that are opening this week. 2 head coaches that coached in this league, NFL head coaches. But more importantly, they have thousands of teammates that are now in other lines of work professionally and are really contributing and use their football experience to become very successful in any different lines of work. So, it's nice to talk about the real high-profile celebrity types, but the kids that are coming through these programs are truly remarkable in what they achieve.
A lot of different things happen each year, and then I'm sure you've been presented with things over the years in terms of some of the charities and the extra work that the CAA does, and the one that's a huge one that really was started by Andy Talley, the head coach of Villanova, and the bone marrow is just a huge thing that you guys do, along with the blood drive and things of that sort. I wanted to talk about what's coming up on Saturday, October 31st. It's going to be called V the Match Saturday, which helps with the largest, most diverse bone marrow registry in the world that you guys are a part of. I want to hear a little bit more about that and how this has just kind of taken off, from what was something that Andy may have mentioned we should probably be doing this to now where it is today.
Yeah, Andy's been nationally recognized for his efforts there, and we've had a number of players that have actually become bone marrow donors, and and have done it willingly, and done it in the middle of the season, setting aside their own playing stuff. So On October 31st, we're going to be the match Saturday and raising additional awareness and support for the blood cancers that afflict so many Americans and little kids oftentimes, and we're proud to be associated with the program.
Well, and it's you got a great outreach too. I know from the years with your great partnership with Comcast, and then now ASN and NBC Sports Network. You developed this to be national, so people will know about this nationwide. Also here on the internet, like today, here at CAA.TV. So great to see you. Hope you have an awesome year here this year. We're looking to a fun year in the league, and I know we'll see you soon. So.
Hope to see you in Frisco.
All right, you got it. Thanks, Tom.
All right, Mike.
All right, Tom Yeager, the commissioner of the CAA, joining us and getting things started here at CAA Football Media Day in Baltimore.